Oh my
Every
goodness.
everyone, welcome to another episode of Independent Artists United Song Series. I'm joined today by FEEN.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome
Well, hey,
from
good to see you again.
from the nation's capital.
Yes. Until they move it to St. Louis.
Is it difficult to like be in the Washington D.C. area and not just write political songs? Or do you have to
Uh,
just say I'm not going to write none at all?
well, it does seep into everyday life. As far as I go, I write political songs, but sometimes it's like I mix it into other things, so it's
Okay,
not
it's a bit
blatantly.
disguised.
But yeah, I mean, my political beliefs are in the songs. Sometimes they're not, but I am, you know, politics is in everything you do.
You're not banging it with like Thor's hammer.
Well, I'm not good at that. That's not my forte. So I stay away
But
from it.
you
It's
are still
real
very good at
natural.
what you do,
Well, thank you, and so are you.
which is well, thank you. Which is why I was so honored which is why we're here today, that you asked me if I want to collaborate on a song, and I was delighted to do that.
Well, I was glad you accepted. Let me tell you something. This was the easiest making of a song I ever did because I came with the music, and I have a lot of songs I haven't used. And this one in particular, go like it called me out like I don't know what to do with this, but you know who it would work well with? It's Scott. And so I brought it to your attention. And I
Okay, I
figured
was
like
curious
you would
about that.
work well with it. And I was right. And let me tell you something. Everyone needs to know this about Scott. I gave this to him on one day, and later in the day, he gave me 16 tracks of vocals to work with. 16. I mean, boom. I had so much to work. No, seriously, all the tracks perfect. Just like great takes, all 16, just like harmonies for days. And I had a lot to work with, let me tell you. And
Maybe
it
too
took me
much.
longer to like actually put it all together than it took you to record those tracks. They were perfect. Perfect. I am jealous. You know, I have a song that's coming out at the end of the month. You've heard it. You know,
Yeah.
it takes it took for me to get that song right and not off key. I didn't couldn't do it once. I just basically had to like wing it, and it's like that's good enough. But you are on key, on point every single time. It is amazing. You are naturally amazing.
Well, thank you, but I'm afraid I can't take any credit for that at all because the interesting thing about this, well, I recorded these vocals, of course, in what I affectionately call the insane asylum. I was in, as I still am, but I was in another one at this time that was a bit well, a bit rougher population, a sicker population, I'll say.
Okay.
And so you can imagine, you know, like walking around and seeing various, various patients with mental illness, and then passing a door where this guy is bellowing, "True love!" So
Just a normal
at,
day.
at top volume. And I was like, uh, you know, I can remember a little bit of that because you need to get past like a certain, like it's a new level of I don't give a fuck what people think about me, to actually be in that setting and just know that people are probably standing outside the door going, wow, he's more fucked up than we even thought,
Hey, at
which
least
was
you were
very fucked up.
at least you were on key in key. That's you were singing in key. That's really the important thing. That makes things a lot better for everyone.
Well, the thing is, yeah, I can't remember that part because I had this I had this treatment called ECT, which is electroshock therapy, you
Mhm.
know, and they put you under, they stick a needle in there, they put you under general anesthesia, so you
Right.
go out and they actually shock your body, you have seizures. And I had a series of 9 of those treatments, and one of the side effects is really, it can be really bad lapses of memory, which I have anyway, because I have a neurological injury from when I had a heart attack and didn't breathe for 40 minutes. But that combined with this was like, I can't remember a thing. So I was like, when like the other day I said, oh, I can't find the song because I didn't know when you sent it to me and how. And so it was very interesting because I was really kind of listening to it for the first time.
Well, but do you
I
like it? Do you like
revisiting.
the final product?
I did like it, but there was total parts of it that were a total surprise. I didn't remember, for instance, the kind of outro, um,
I did. That was all
the big
me.
outro. Yeah, yeah.
That was I took a liberty there. I was like, you had like a first song, and I figured you wanted the coda. I disagree with you because I just wanted like, but I took my liberties with it as like sort of I make remix of the whole thing.
Okay, yeah,
I
I
felt
can't
that
even
worked
remember.
really
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it came out
And
really well. Yeah, yeah.
so let's see the timeline on this one because I know it was the turnaround time on your part was fantastically short. I was amazed. Would 5 stars would work with you again.
Well, this that happens sometimes with me. I just did another collaboration. Like, it doesn't always happen, but I just did another collaboration like that where he sent the music and instantly I got something, and I just recorded it and sent it back to him. Within, I think it was within a couple hours. I think it was maybe, was it the same with this? Few
Well,
hours,
it was just a few
5 hours.
hours.
Yeah.
It was very brief. It was less than a day, less than 12 hours. I
Yeah.
just like said yes. I gave you the song. You didn't even say I like it. I don't like it. You just said like you replied with here's everything,
Yeah.
and I was like okay, it's off the races. Let's get this thing done. And I put in a couple vocals there at the end there, but I didn't want to
Yeah,
like
I love your that you put
I
in
had
there.
to be like subtle on that one. I couldn't take away focus from you because you really are the star on that one. And like I can't compete, so I just like added to the background. It's my music and a little bit of background vocals when you need some like low end there. And then basically you wrote all the lyrics. You did all you did the heavy lifting on the vocal part. This is all like I hardly did anything. This is all synth pop. So it's like about 5 sequences and then boom, I'm done. I
Yeah,
didn't even
but it's really it's catchy, but it's like some people have told me too, just from the little preview, and well, hopefully by now people have listened to the track.
please do.
Yeah, please go listen to it. Um, that there's something like eerie about it as well, or there's some eeriness or spookiness, like it's not just candy synth pop kind of thing. Something spooky is going on too, which I liked to hear.
Well, Becky actually asked me like when she first heard the song, "Did you and Scott break up?" And I was like, it's
Well,
like
it's interesting, like going back and looking at the lyrics. I think I was like actually kind of writing it to myself, like these
right.
little things, like like just about the phrase, like it doesn't have to be, things don't have to be complicated. You don't have to be cool and jaded, like, and then like this kind of bridge part about I mean, it's very, very, very simple. Like just feel and be real. It's like that's like, I think I'm writing it to myself to just remind, hey, if these like, a romance or whatever, it's about being yourself, and it's about, and it shouldn't be really, really complicated and really, really hard. Like these things you shouldn't think, oh, this takes up so much space. It should be like something that is just um, happens, and exists in a space that's not uh, that's not like overbearing or something. So
You're
I think
absolutely
I think it was
I
kind of
totally did.
a thing to myself.
No, it works. The lyrics worked. Your performance sold everything. It's great song. I'm glad I reached out to you.
When did you actually write the music to this? Was it a while ago?
I think it was back in April.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not very long ago. The turnaround this is like I just wrote the music because and I just put it aside because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I have a lot of music that I don't know what I'm going to do with, and then all of a sudden something comes along and I'll use that.
Yeah.
And these songs just like fall by the side.
Did you immediately think, this isn't like a Dyphene thing on its own, or you just weren't sure and you're just like, I'll just put it to the side?
Well, I was going to put it to the side, but I also realized that I didn't want to let this song go to waste.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
I
it's incredibly catchy, the music, I think, too. That's what, of course, made it super easy for me to write something to it.
it helps. No, I knew that, and when I listened to it, I realized it had your kind of feel to it, and I knew that, and I wanted to work with you. So I realized this is the perfect chance to go and get something done with Scott, so with you. So that's it right there. I just want to not be selfish and hoard the songs to myself. If I can't figure out what to do with it, someone else can, and I can make that happen. And you did. So there we go. Listen to it 5 times today.
Yeah.
Does that in a row? Just
Yeah, I was one interesting thing about it too with the lyric is like also too, did I say did I tell you that the title was When Lovers Let Go, or did you just say, oh, it must be called When Lovers Let Go?
I assumed it was. Uh,
Okay.
that's. Did you not want it to be called that?
No, no, I have no idea.
I
I
think
mean,
that was
this
like one of the.
literally is the memory loss is like insane. So I had no idea, but except I saw, and when I was like looking if I wrote down the lyrics, and I did in my note section, which I often do with my iPhone, and it was called True Lovers, and it's because and the lyric, which I think you probably assumed, and I did too when I first heard it, was true lovers hold when lovers let go. But it's actually true lovers hold when others let go.
Oh, my bad. Whoops.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But at the end, I think it does say when lovers let go, or not the end part, but that like kind of what are you calling that? Is that like the chorus, or it's like
Uh,
the refrain,
oh,
or
the ending part. Yeah, the
yeah,
finale.
yeah, 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 yeah. So it works, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I'm glad that we did this. It's great. So what else you got going? You have some things coming out at the end of the month as well. I saw your release schedule. You had like 4 songs coming out at the end of between the end of June and through July, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I should have consulted with my collaborators before I announced that. I realized,
Oh, you don't have to. If you want to
but
talk about it here, it's
no,
fine. We
no,
can.
no, 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 because I've already talked. I've already like posted it, yeah, and talked about it, yeah. But I have yeah. It was weird. All these collaborations happen. I have a collaboration with Wayward,
Look
I'm a
forward to
big
that one.
fan of too, and I have another collaboration, a super interesting one with Burnt Log
Oh,
coming
yes.
out, where he also did like kind of like you did, where he I sent him, I think the initial, oh yeah, yeah, the initial musical idea was mine, but it had a different lyric, and he just Frankenstein the whole thing. And it's like what he did with our song Home as well. He basically like wrote a song around my idea and put me back into it. And it was like, it was so, it was such a cool experience to hear it at the end. Yeah, but that's coming out, I think at the beginning of July or, or mid-July or something.
That's cool.
I can't remember what that one is. I forget. Let me see here. Um, but yeah, but then I have an album coming out July 25th. That's when my next album's coming out. So I'm excited about that. And that also has another song that I completely, forgot about doing that I also did in the hospital. Um, and that James K. Alter from Pain in the Ass, who's producing the album, he just like did some incredible stuff with this song. So that was really cool too. I
Right
don't
on.
know, why can't I find this? Is it that? I got too many notes. This is what they call dead air, in the entertainment business. You can't do this. Oh, releases. There we go. Uh, oh, I actually don't have a date for the burnt log thing.
You don't? Okay.
Huh.
I'm actually gonna be doing something with Burton Log as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're sending things back and forth to each other. He sent me a part of a song. I'm gonna be adding the next part to it. I'm still working on that one. I will get back to him later today.
Yeah, he is like I actually think he's a genius, actually.
I
He
think so
really
too.
is that he does like he really does incredible stuff. Yeah. Well, I'll be super interested because I'm a huge fan of you both. So I'll be really interested to hear
It's gonna probably be
what that was.
October, I think, that we get this thing out.
Okay.
But we're
Yeah,
going
because
we're gonna finish it.
he said he was super excited to I think he said, yeah, he was excited to hear about this one as well. So that was probably, yeah, he's just a great guy, great support, so creative, amazing. And I got to meet him in person actually.
Oh yeah, you did
Yeah, he and
go
his
down
wife
there.
came
You come
to
down to you.
Copenhagen. He
All
and his
right.
wife came to Copenhagen, yeah. And yeah, so that's always so crazy with these like internet relationships, and then you get to meet them in person. But we had a great time
That sounds
in
great.
person as well. Yeah.
I have to get up to Copenhagen. I haven't been there since I was a kid, so I love that town when I was a child.
Yeah, come on down. Eventually I'll be out of the hospital. That's the rumor.
Well, I mean, you're into a lower security place now.
I'm in lower security. Yeah.
I am for lack of a better term. I'm sorry. That's
You know what I just found out actually is that I found out that in the other place, I started off over there, I was strapped down. I was actually strapped down for 4 days. I had to be strapped down. Yeah, it was just like a total psychosis. I don't know what to say. Yeah,
yeah. But don't.
crazy experience.
I had a friend of mine who had to get ECT treatment over a course of a few weeks.
Oh, really? Okay. What was their experience like?
For him,
Yeah,
um, well, I didn't know anything was wrong, really. But he said, like, listen, I need these treatments. I need someone to pick me up. And so, I was free during those times of the day. So I just would go over and pick him up. And yeah, that's it.
yeah.
I
You
mean,
definitely can't drive after something like
yeah. No, I didn't get car then either. So we were on the subway together.
that.
And
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like just sort of leading him up there, like, and he was fine. He was just like in a daze, but he was
Yeah.
like definitely
Wow.
out of it. But
I'm impressed, man, because I think I just slept for like 4 hours afterwards. It
oh,
really
he
was
slept
like,
when he got home.
yeah,
I'm sure of that, but
yeah.
no, it was a long time ago.
It's a crazy thing. I don't think they really know what the mechanisms are that do anything. I think they just know that it works and it doesn't kill people, you know.
I know Carrie
Really
Fisher,
weird.
her remarks on PCT treatment was, "You're gonna lose some memories, but let me tell you something, you will not miss them."
Okay, interesting. Did she say that?
Yeah, it was one of her last spoken word shows she did back.
Okay, so I'm in good company there with Carrie Fisher. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she also next to
similar
me,
past, minus any fame or fortune, of course, but
right? It's too bad about it, Carrie Fisher. She was really great.
oh yeah, yeah, it's so funny, so quick-witted.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well,
Um, what else do we normally talk about when it's someone else's song? Hmm.
oh, we talk about.
Like how, let me hear a little bit about like do you remember the actual writing process? Did you sit down with the keyboard and put sequences, program
I
sequences or?
I did it on this phone here, all the
Oh,
sequences.
okay.
Like I just like was away from my computer, so I just used my Reason Compact, and I just like came up with this song and just imported all the
It's so cool. Yeah.
to MIDI and put them together in Logic, and it was that simple. And there were a few times where like I don't like how this is going, so I just moved the notes around a little bit and came up with that little break after the first chorus, and boom, right there. And I changed a few things around here and there, but for most part, it was all straight from my phone into the computer. And
Wow.
then all I needed was that vocals for it. And I didn't know where to go with it, but you did. So thank you so much. Thank you
And
so much.
what
It's
shape
not
were
to
those
take
vocals in? That you didn't get any kind of like hospital announcements in the background?
no, 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 I did not.
That was just pure luck because there's like alarms that go off all the time and stuff.
I think any of the sound issues on there, probably actually no sound issues, none whatsoever, really. I just
That's truly amazing.
put a little reverb on there, put like on the bus, so you had the good cloud of reverb behind you a little bit.
Yeah.
I took down some of the effects that you didn't like, and cut off a few of the breathy sounds that you were not happy with. But I left
Ah,
a
okay.
lot in there because there are parts where the breath comes in and it's
Yeah.
heavy, but it adds to the emotion of the
It's
song.
like part, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's
And
always a
it really sold the song as far as I was concerned. I was like, yeah, I can't cut out that because that sounds good. That sounds vulnerable.
so intensity or something. Yeah. Vulnerability. Yeah. 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 That's an interesting line to walk. Yeah.
And this, like I
About
said,
whether to cut out breaths or not, you know?
I can't say enough how easy it was to work with you, and I would do it again. This is it worked out great.
Well, let's do it again.
Yeah, as soon as I get a good song for you, I will, and believe me, I will, because I write too much music. Like there's like 17 songs out right now, and that's nothing compared to all the songs I have written and may will never release because I
Yeah,
don't. But this one I did like a lot, and I wanted to use it. I just didn't know when I could get a chance to use it.
exactly when to go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm the same way with writing that much material. In fact, I've actually written 11 songs since I've been in the hospital.
Wow.
And yeah, so I have a whole album called Songs from the Asylum that's already written, but I just have to I'll just like, you know, release some singles with James one by one and then, you know, gather them up for another album release, but probably not I usually like wait a year like for each album, but probably won't wait that long for the songs from the Asylum. But yeah, it was interesting also because with all of those, I don't remember. I mean, now I do. Now I do. Now I can remember what I do from a day-to-day basis. But uh, a lot from the other hospitalization were around the ECT. Like I said, it was just like a total blank, which
Hey,
is
by the way, have
really.
you heard the new Blood Twin song, Born to Darkness?
Oh, I don't think I heard that. I thought it was it what was the one before that? In Dreams or something? Or
Yeah, but you have to hear it, Born to Darkness. It is phenomenal.
oh, okay.
It's not getting enough love. That thing should be huge.
Okay, well, I got to talk to him and have him on the show
Oh,
again
you
if
should.
he wants to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge fan. So but I'm just kind of getting on top of things again as far as networking on Instagram and stuff, you know. But
It's cinematic. Basically,
I'll go listen to that right away and talk to
it
him.
feels like you could have like an action scene with a guy like with this music in the background right there. It's cinematic. It works really well.
Yeah,
It's
I love what he does.
momentum for the entirety of it. It's the same good momentum. He he cracked the code on that one. He's great. This song, best thing I've heard him do. I'm a big fan. So shout
Yeah,
out to you, Let's Win.
yeah, yeah. We love you, Blood Twin. Love, huge fan, huge fan. I can't. Yeah, I can't. I was psyched that there is a new song. I'll go. I'll go listen to that right away. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So, and you're next for Delphine. You're what? When is that next one coming out? Don't
Uh,
say the name of it.
26th.
Oh, the 26th. So that's not too long. Yeah.
Well, you got one on the 27th, so I figured that was like I didn't want to step on your new release. And hey,
Well, I
more
don't.
enough for both of us here.
You
But
can't.
still,
Maybe people add them to their playlist together.
I hope so. Uh, yeah, no, we're going still with the useful saga and still trying. It's going to be a while for this one because this is not like a narrative thing like Capitals was. This is going to be. Have you ever seen the Robert Altman movie Nashville?
A long time ago, but I
It's
can't.
basically an ensemble piece, and there's a
Yeah,
lot of
a
things
lot of
moving.
different stories going on.
Yeah. And it all takes place in Las Vegas in 1993 and on this between March 12th to 15th. So we're still getting to the swing of things. And so these songs are going to be out of order. They'll be in order on the playlist or when I release the album. But yeah, it's going to be a while. So and it's going to take some different turns and it's going to get weird because whatever you think it's going to be, it's not going to go that direction.
And I'm curious, you mentioned Becky, who is your significant other.
Yep.
How understanding is she when you go into the music hole and are not able to have
Not
conversation?
here when
Oh, she's
I
not here when you do it.
yeah, I will mix when she's in the room. I will do overdubs and guitar I will not sing when she's in the place. It's just like I leave her out of that because that's me like I need a few minutes to like sing a bit and make a mistake and it's already a disaster. So I need to have that, I wait till she's like out for a couple hours, then I'll get that done. Yeah, no, no.
It is a very vulnerable thing.
Becky's just happy to have a hobby. That's really that's what it comes down to. It's like she's happy that I have a nice productive hobby and I've met new people. This is great.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, but it is a very vulnerable thing with the singing. And I thought I'm happy that I had the bravado to do, which I had no idea, 16 vocal takes in the other hospital, because also it was pretty close quarters with, it was just like a square thing, you know, with rooms all around and in the middle of courtyard where you could go, you know, people could go smoke or whatever and get outside a little bit because you weren't allowed to even step foot outside, you know. I didn't step foot outside for a month, which is really weird. When I finally went outside, I was like, you know, scared of the world. But yeah, it's a very vulnerable thing to do. And so I did like vocals here. Now I'm even more conscious that I don't want people, you know, hearing it, you know. So I actually did vocals the other day uh, in the bathroom with a comforter over my head to like muffle it and shut the door.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, have the comforter so it wouldn't give that natural reverb in the bathroom, you know. And yeah, but it gets very hot very fast. I was sweating my ass off in there. But that actually, you know, also warms up your vocal cords. So it could be a, yeah.
That's why it's good to sing in the shower.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or after you do a little exercise, take a brisk walk or a jog or something, then you also warms up your vocal cords. That's a tip for all you singers out there. You probably know that already. Um, but yeah, we better jump off because this thing's gonna cut us off.
Well, it's great seeing you here, and it
But
was great to work with you.
yeah, man, I'm just like really enjoyed this experience, and I'm so happy that you reached out to me and asked me to do this. And everybody, we hope that you enjoy the song, and you know, we'll do it again soon.
Yes, definitely. You be good, okay? I'll see you soon, dude.
Yeah, we'll see you.